Alright, let's take a tour of all the new buildings I added since the last video. First up is going to be central storage. Alright, here we go, central storage. Now I know a lot of people say you don't need central storage anymore, but I like it, so I'm going to do it. Anyways, here we go. So as you can see on the left hand side, you've got the display areas. These just showcase kind of like what's currently in here. You got status, rotors, motors, modular frames, screws. There's a bunch of open ones at the end, but those are going to be for future parts that I still want to redirect to this area. Then where I'm running right now, you can see this is the actual area where it feeds from. So this is after it's been sorted. So here you can see exactly what's going through, and it's just a nice display element as well. Yeah. Right, so if you do want to access, in this case, rotors, you can just go in through the back. You've got the storage area here, and just access it and grab whatever you want. Nice and easy. So at the bottom I've got the main storage, but up here it's just where they get separated from the line and go into the various storage bins. Everything gets directed into storage, but if the storage is full, it just passes straight through and goes into the overflow line, which then goes all the way down to awesome sinks at the bottom of the building. So this is the top floor, going one down. That's obviously the storage where we were just now. And if we go further down, this is where the dimensional storage is. So all the containers will feed into its own dimensional storage. In the future, I might add more dimensional storages for specific items that requires a lot more, a lot faster upload speed. But yeah, not much to it, just a dimensional storage floor. So going down one more floor, we've got vehicle access. This area is where if you require any item to go to a specific factory, in this case it's going to be the space assembly area, which we'll visit in a moment, and the vehicles will just pick up whatever part you need and just take it to whatever building you need it. And yeah, it's fairly straightforward. Alright, going down one more floor, this is going to be the sorting area, and everything that's being produced in this area will get fed through this section right here. Right, so this is what the line looks like on the outside. It's just a bus that feeds into the storage area. So all the items currently being produced in this area will go onto the bus. So basic tower will feed basic items. Obviously we've got the motor factory. There at the back we've got modular frames and reinforced plates, I believe. And then going a little bit further out, we should see the steel factory just around the corner. It's going to be steel pipes, steel beams and encased industrial beams. There we go. Yeah, everything just feeds straight into here, and then once on the sorting floor, everything then gets divided into 4 lines, and from here it gets sorted into the various lines it's supposed to go, feeding up to the storage area above. So these ones you can see, it's just a combination of a bunch of splitters, mergers and programmable splitters with overflows and just redirecting items to get them onto the line they're supposed to be. So strictly speaking, you can feed anything that is programmed in these in this sorting area. You can feed it from any line and it will sort itself out, and it will go to whichever line it's supposed to be, and then at the end will end up on the line that then goes all the way up to storage, which then again goes into the various storage bins or into overflow, and the overflow over here will just, as you can see, go into these awesome sinks. Now I've put down 3 sinks here just so the line gets fed continuously without any interruptions, and I found that 3 is just enough to do exactly that. Right, let's head to the next building, which will be the space elevator parts assembly factory. All right. Here we go.
Just wanna pack up my things and go. Just wanna be free, just wanna zone. Just wanna flow, just wanna hang with the gang, but sometimes chill on my own. Just wanna do me, just wanna doze. Just wanna live and see how it goes. And the goals just keep on going, yeah. This life we live is a roll. When there's love in the rave, you know. When there's love in the rave, you know.
Alright, so the third building, and the last one for today, is going to be the new Smeltery. I wasn't too happy with the previous one, Smelter Town, so I had to rebuild it into something way cooler and way more fitting for this city, and it's right here. Alright, so that's the new Smelter Town. Well, no longer called the Smelter Town, now called, I don't know, Ingot Factory. Oh shit. So all the ore comes from these miners. So there's 6 in total for iron and 3 for copper. Alright, let me show you around a bit. Alright, I'll go to the top floor.
All right, Ada. That breath of fresh air. It gets a little stale in here.
All right, here we go. So these are all iron smelters. You'll see a couple of yellows here just because I'm not using as much iron as I'm currently producing. They do go into a storage area, which I'll show in a moment. The storage area is going to be in that distribution center right there. But we'll get to that in a moment. So there's a total of 61 iron smelters. And then there is, I believe, 30 copper smelters. And the whole idea was to get this like half moon, half circle kind of shape going here. This was the original inspiration. Although I did pull inspiration from Reddit for another factory that I saw that somebody did, which was really, really nice. And it's very similar to this one. And this is kind of a copy / inspiration from that post. I unfortunately can't recall the original poster's name right now. But yeah, so this is all iron, all these. And then at the bottom here, we've got copper. So we can go have a look here. So for my buildings, what I like to do is I like to have actual realistic vents for anything that has like a, what do we call this, a chimney or a smokestack or anything like that. I do like to actually have vents. Right, so this one is copper, as you guys can see. Again, fully walkable, as per all my factories. So let's go down here. Right. And according to the theme that I usually go with, red is always going to be red or like a dark orange. It's always going to be the like the logistics floors. It just indicates logistics floors. Right, so here we can have a look. Iron ore coming in, being distributed here into the smelters. They're all being collected and then funneled down this. This, I suppose this is, what do you call this, a waterfall bus? I think is what some people are referring to. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll cut through it. There we go. And let's fly on out here. Alright, so here is the copper ore coming in. And then those are all ore. And these are all ingots coming down. They then go down into this bus system here, which then gets funneled into my distribution center, which is this building up here. Here you can see these are all the copper miners. Again, this design is heavily inspired by that Reddit post I saw. These are all concrete. But yeah, it's a very cool design. I think it's something a little different, basically. Alright, so there's my original bus that I made in episode 1. And we can go in from here. Come on. There we go. So here's the distribution center. We've got all the ingots coming in on this area. Here's my steel ingots. You can see, yeah, here we go. So they come through this section here. That vehicle at the back there, that goes to my original steel smeltery. They drop it off here and then gets just distributed amongst these four containers, which then goes onto the 4 belts, as you can see up there. These are the copper ones, so 3 lines with the balancer going to 4 lines, and I think we've got 4 iron ingot lines coming in. Yeah, that's correct. So just a straight 1-to-1, and they get distributed accordingly. So there we've got iron, copper, and then steel on top. And all of these go onto the central bus that feeds all my buildings again. So yeah, that's it. And as you guys can see on the top right hand side, I still got phase 3 to complete. But in order to do modular engines, which is the next one, I'm going to have to get rubber and plastic going. So that's going to be the next project. That's going to be over there. And I'll do like a small rubber and plastic plant just to get that production up. And then we'll unlock packages, manufacturers, all that kind of things. And we'll be able to complete phase 3. But I think what I'll do is for phase 3, I'll probably have a completely different assembly area, I don't know, somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where yet. So on this section here, I wasn't sure what I was going to do here originally. But I think what I'll do now is I'll have a highway actually go around this side and then all the way down to the back end. But that's it for now. Thank you guys. I'll see you on the next one. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. And if there's any of these blueprints you want to use, I do post them onto my Discord. So feel free to join my Discord and grab them there. If something you're looking for is not there, then feel free to ask and I'll post it there. All right, everybody. Thank you so much.